Well, good afternoon, friends. In the kitchen with Keck today. Hey, wanted to come with you, talk to you a little bit about oils today. I'm just getting ready to make dinner, and I was pulling some oils out, and I thought, you know what? Let's talk oils a little bit, because I call this cooking oils, right? But really, cooking oils are eating oils. They're oils we're eating, right? So let me show you just a little variety here of the oils that I typically use here in cooking. And let's see. So, of course, there's regular butter. There's coconut oil. There's olive oil, toasted sesame oil. I love that. Almond oil, ghee, and avocado oil. So these are all fairly healthy oils in the sense that, they're all real food. We know what these things are, so they're okay to eat. Healthy oils are essential for our nutrition, for our digestion, for so many of our vital bodily functions, really. So we've got to have fat, but we want to have healthy fat. And with the cooking oils here, the other thing to consider when cooking with these is the smoke point. When you're cooking something, when does the oil itself start to smoke and burn, okay? So with butter, for example, butter starts, and I'm going to get to these. This is a whole different class over here. I'll get to them. But this is the real stuff here. So anyway, butter has a smoke point of about 302, 300-ish. So if you're going to cook something, sauteing it, frying it, over that, this is not a good choice for you, right? Coconut oil is great. You see, it's probably about, I think I had the air set at 78, so it's almost a liquid at 78. But this is really good coconut oil, really good for you. And the smoke point on coconut oil is 350. I wrote it on there and just smudged it. So 350, so it's a little bigger, a little higher than the butter. And then we get over to the olive oil, one of my favorites here. And I believe olive oil is 375 smoke point. And I've got it in a little spray too. I'll talk about the sprays in a second here. Toasted sesame oil. Whenever I'm doing like a stir fry or something, and I'm doing like something with like some Asian taste to it, a lot of times I'll use the sesame oil because it just kind of adds to that flavor, it seems. However, it is really, they call it a neutral flavor, so I really like cooking with this. And this has a smoke point of 410. So this is 410 for the toasted sesame oil. Almond oil, really good also. 450, yes, 450 is the smoke point on that. So again, even higher heat. And then we get to the ghee is also 450, I believe. Yes. So what is ghee, or as I like to call it, ghee? So ghee is basically clarified butter. So they just a separation process, when they're making the butter, they just keep on with that clarifying process. And yeah, a lot higher smoke point. Again, regular butter, 300, clarified butter, 450. Okay, and then we get to the avocado oil. And this is a smoke point of 500 also. Let's see. Yeah, right there, 500. So this is your highest oil, mine anyway, the highest oil that I use for cooking is the avocado oil. So that's just good to know, because if you're frying something and you're frying at a high heat or sauteing at high heat, and then there's nothing worse than burning your oil, and then you've kind of ruined the whole dish, right? So good to know these smoke points. Again, just a little progression, the butter, the coconut, olive, sesame, almond, ghee, and avocado oil. Okay, so here's another rule I like to use with oils, which will bring me into this next category here, and that is only eat oils from a source that is a food you eat, okay? If it's not food, don't eat it. I know this is a crazy concept, okay? But if it's not food, don't eat it. So what do I mean? Let's see, butter. We know where butter comes from. I'm showing you not turn the screen now. So butter, we know this comes from milk, right? We know what milk is. It's food. It's cool. Coconut, look at this beautiful coconut. That's a real thing there. We eat coconuts. It's food. Olive oil comes from olives. Almond oil from almonds, and so on. So avocado comes from the avocado fruit. So in contrast, now we'll come over to this other class of oils, like this Wesson, right? Wesson oil, canola oil. Canola oil. All right, let me apply my rule here. Do I eat canolas? canolas. What is a canola? Canola oil. I don't even know what a canola is. Do you? It's nothing. Okay. It's really rapeseed oil. Canola is a registered trademark name from Canada. It means can oil, because Canada is the largest producer of this rapeseed oil. So canola oil really is just a trade name that means Canada oil. And they don't call it that in Canada either, by the way. So what is this rapeseed then? What is rapeseed oil? That is a good question. That's a good question. They go to lengths on the side of the package here to tell you a little story about how good it is for your health and for your heart and all these things. Hoping maybe we'll ignore the fact that it's not food. So rapeseed oil is an industrial oil used in the automotive and other heavy equipment industries. And at some point, basically, somebody figured out, hey, let's sell this as food. You figure it out. Do the Google and check it out. You'll see what I'm saying. But anyway, all of these fake oils I would not cook with. Canola oil is a no-go for me. If it ain't food, I don't want it. Okay, so here is another thing we'll get to is these spray oils. Let me turn this around here. And I see some people commenting, so I'll interact with you in just a second. So here's the thing with the oils. Again, canola oil is a big no-go for me. But let's look at the ingredients here, because I do love these other sprays. I love these, right? For example, look at the ingredients in the extra virgin olive oil. If you can see here, it is extra virgin olive oil. That's it. Pretty straightforward. I'm down with that. Let's see, the avocado spray oil is avocado oil. Okay, great. So we get to the canola oil and we have, let's see, canola oil, soy lecithin, dimethyl silicone for anti-foaming. Hey, babe, you want any dimethyl silicone in your eggs? No? It's just for anti-foaming? No, nobody wants that in their eggs. What is that? Okay, and then here's the other one. This one's even better. This is butter no stick spray, okay? Of course, don't expect to find anything like butter in this. It says canola oil, soy lecithin, natural and artificial flavor. Let's see. Dimethyl sodium for anti-foaming. It's no problem. Beta carotene for color. And, oh, this is the best one. That's what I want to show you. Propellant. Propellant? What kind of propellant? Just propellant. You don't need to know what kind of propellant. It's probably something like the dimethyl silicone, just for anti-foaming or anti-caking. It'd be fine in your eggs. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm making fun about this. I don't recommend any of these sprays that have, if these guys can do it with no propellant, and these guys can do it with no propellant, with the good oils, I just don't even understand. It just seems like they're being lazy to me. Okay, this may start to sound like a rant. Okay, sorry about that. It's really not, but I just hate the deception that is in so much of the stuff that's sold to us as food. There's so much sold to us as food that's not even food. It gets me a little fired up sometimes. So just because somebody's selling it to you as food, I love have you seen those new ads for Uber Eats where they're delivering groceries? And, they'll be taking like soap, right? And it's not food, right? You've seen those ads? Well, I mean, so much of the stuff they pass off as food isn't food. So anyway, that's why I get on a little soapbox about these oils. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, friends. Make smart, wise choices with your oils. They're essential for your health, but you want to have something that's going to be good with what you're cooking, as far as the temperature, and also something that's real food. Remember the rule. If the oil comes from something that's a food that you recognize and eat, it's a good place to start. Okay, let's see. Yes. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching, and look forward to talking to you next time. Until then, here's to your health. Ciao.